Burna Boy has carried that his bad character into 2025 because at the crossover night that happened just a few hours ago, as he was performing on stage at the Greater Lagos concert, a fan tried to run up on him. Burna, on seeing the guy, went into a defensive position, tried to kick him, got upset, and cancelled his performance. This is not the first time Burna is cancelling a performance midway because he got upset with something. It is also not the first time he is kicking a fan off his stage. In fact, Burna is quite notorious for being hostile to fans who try to trespass and come on stage uninvited. But in this particular incident, there are two ways of seeing it. First is that he was fearing for his safety. Now, to be clear, that person coming on stage was totally wrong. In fact, people going on stage when artists are performing is always wrong because it costs money and time to create this particular event. So when the artist is on stage, they are in a flow, they are in a mood. Seeing somebody come on stage can throw them off balance. And most of the time, you cannot know and tell for sure what a person's intention is when they come on stage. Sometimes it can be to come and hug the artist. Sometimes it could be something else. Although that rarely happens, but you can never know. I think the problem is that because musicians are having fun performing, some fans see it as it's just fun. They don't see that these particular people are actually at work. You can't just enter inside somebody's office uninvited, unannounced, and think they will just accept you like that. Yeah, some people might treat it kindly, but some other people might take it in a hostile way. And with this whole case of Burna Boy and Akpi, Burna Boy may be thinking that some people are supporting Speed Darlington and are against him, and he doesn't know their intention. So maybe that's why he just felt like he had to protect himself. The second aspect of this particular thing is that his behavior showed too much pride and a superiority complex. There's no way of watching this particular video without experiencing the second-hand arrogance and feelings of superiority from Burna Boy. The first thing you see when you look at the video is that Burna Boy actually puts his hand up like he's trying to defend himself in a boxing match. Then the next thing, he just drops his hand down, start looking at the guy like in disbelief. He covers his face with the towel, almost like, see these Nigerians, these people, which kind of rubbish will this one? Next thing, he now shows them that, see, he's no more interested again. There's something about his behavior that just feels arrogant, like he's doing Nigerians a favor. And it is subtle, but most people can pick up on it. That's why a lot of people are saying that his behavior is prideful. I'm looking at the video and I'm recording right now, and I can feel it. The way he just drops his hand and just looks like this Nigerian safe. They don't used to hear words. I've told them to not be jumping on my stage. His facial expression can show that he's disappointed, but in a condescending way. That's how I see it, and that's how a lot of people may have unconsciously interpreted the whole thing. And he is not the first artist to experience fans and people coming on stage, because over the years, so many of the biggest celebrities in the world have experienced it. Even here in Nigeria, just a few days ago, a fan ran up on Wizkid, held his leg, and more than 5 to 6 security officials were trying to drag him off. And Wizkid took it well. He took it like a professional. He understood that it was fan love. It has happened to Olamide, Beyonce, Taylor Swift. Nicki Minaj. Justin Bieber. Travis Scott, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. It just comes with being a celebrity. You might not know the full impact of what you represent, but when you start seeing people run on stage to come and meet you, that is the manifestation of being a celebrity. People are attracted to you, and sometimes they cannot control themselves. As I said, I am not supporting what the fan did, but the way he handled it was quite terrible. Over the years of observing Burna Boy, I can tell that he has an antagonistical mindset, especially towards Nigerians. He sees Nigeria and Nigerians as hostile rather than friendly. He treats people that trespass the stage and fans like enemies. Look at these tweets I am showing on the screen. People are saying it that he hates Nigerians, and people going to his concerts hate themselves or don't respect themselves. People are beginning to say these things. And as I said, this is not the first time it is happening. Just a few years ago, somebody tried to come on stage and he kicked that guy. And that event, one guy was not dancing and grooving as much as he wanted, and he kicked the guy and gave him his money back. although he brought him back. But it's that same attitude. There's also the one whereby he came late and was not telling people that if not for Shey vibes, he wouldn't have come, and that they were talking bad about his mother. There's this sense of anger towards Nigerians, and I will not say I don't blame him, but if you understand Burna Boy's story, you will know that at some point his career went down and it felt as if people had rejected him. So when he now got accepted back, especially worldwide in the bigger stage, his resentment towards Nigerians for rejecting him only became worse. It's that kind of thing that people thought I would not make it, but now I've made it. So instead of him to move on from it, he's expressing his resentment for the rejection that he experienced over those years that he went down. So that's why I feel like he has developed this antagonistical mindset towards Nigerians. Even his reaction to the particular incident, his reflex action is a violent one. He first raised up his two hands like he's in a boxing match. He just raised his hand up. That's what happens when you're already in defensive mode. You already think that you are at war. He's not relaxed. At first he was dancing and doing, but immediately just saw the guy, he just put his two hands like a boxer. It just shows that he's seeing Nigerians as the enemy or foes or something like that. And you can also see it in the way he's constantly antagonizing Davido. Over the years, he has just been disturbing Davido. Thank God Davido does not answer him, but it just comes from that mindset of antagonism. Instead of seeing them as one big family, he's now deciding to partake in the disunity that is now affecting Afrobeats as of right now. The big question now is that if this particular thing happened in Europe or America, would he have left the stage without finishing his performance? And the answer is no. The answer is no. There's no way he would have done that because he would have signed some kind of agreement. But when it comes to Nigeria, Burna Boy does not respect Nigerians. He couldn't give a shit about what Nigerians think. He behaves as if he's doing Nigerians a favor. Even if he felt a type of way about this whole incident, he should not have cancelled it. I believe he has anger issues and he should really work on it before he starts doing real damage in his life. As I said earlier, when it comes to this particular incident and the way he behaved, you can notice that it ties to a subconscious belief that he is doing Nigerians a favor, which directly comes from his feelings of superiority. You know that he thinks he's superior to the ordinary Nigerian. It's also possible that as the guy approached him unannounced like that, it caused him to experience a panic attack, and it threw him off and he could not really reset his vibe, which is why he decided to just leave the stage. But at the same time, if this happened abroad, he would find a way to reset his mood, to reset his vibe and continue the performance. But when it comes to Nigeria, he knows that nothing will happen. You can see that he does not respect Nigerians, or maybe even despises Nigerians, but it is very glaring. Burna Boy should be careful. If not, people will become afraid of going to his concerts because they'll be afraid that if anything happened there, whether it's minor or major, any kind of provocation, he can overreact and decide to call off, and their money will just get wasted because they will not be refunded. So this is my take on this particular issue. If you enjoy what you heard, please drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel for more content related to psychology or pop culture. My name is Kola, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye for now.